This right here is Nas's third album, I Am. This is the album where Nas reached enlightenment. And this lets you know that he was under the order of the Golden Dawn, the Hermetic order of the Golden Dawn. You know, within the mice. Just letting you know that he was under the Hermetic order. This is why he was pushing all that Egyptian stuff, the Egyptology and all these things associated with ancient Egypt and the customs, the sun god and Ra and all these things. Because he was under the Hermetic order of the Golden Dawn. This is why the album is in gold, as well as the enlightenment aspect, I am. The font of I am is black and white, and that's just a common denominator when it comes to these videos. Or not the videos, excuse me, these images. And that's gonna be in, the general video. This is just like a preview video, just letting you guys know Nas is someone who was under the Hermetic order, and it's obvious, and it's something that we understand when it comes to these celebrities. They're Masons. So the I am, it's just a Masonic phrase. It's a Masonic bent. And just like we covered in the video with Kanye West, with his third album, same thing, just like Nas. The third album represents you reaching that zenith. Just when it comes to certain elements of what these artists push in regards to the pages, because not every artist pushed that. Kendrick Lamar, his third album was, I believe, Damn, and he reached that zenith as well, because on the last 3 tracks of the album, what does it say? It says, Fair God Duckworth. That's purposeful. So Damn is also, another album, just like Graduation, as well as this album here, I Am. Damn represents the truthful element. That's why you got stuff like, his cousin talking about who we are in regards to being Israelites. But yeah, Nas is someone who's under these different orders, just when it comes to the Luciferian bent, the pagan bent. And, you saw that as well on the album cover for Nostradamus, just when it comes to the motif, the imagery, where he's wearing the black hoodie representing the Osirian order, the understanding. See this image right here for Nas's 4th album, Nostradamus. It represents Nas as a master teacher. That's why he has on a black hoodie. He's a witch. Nas is the greatest rapper of all time, greatest poet of all time to me. But he's definitely a Luciferian. It's not to take away from his talents, it's just the truth. And it's easy to understand. You just have to pick up on these things that they put down. It just is what it is. And it's funny because he got put on because he blasphemed the Most High. He blasphemed Yahushua by saying when he was 12, at age 12, 12 is the age where, you go into that stage after age 11. Lil Wayne was put on at 12, but he said at 12 that he would snuff Jesus. He went to hell for snuffing Jesus. And it's funny because the album Illmatic was supposed to have a cover of Nas putting Jesus in a headlock. Instead of what you see where his face is on the foreground and the background is the scenery of his hood or whatever, it was really supposed to be him putting Jesus in the headlock, or Yahushua in the headlock. So just letting you know what type of timing he was on. He was down with the program. He was ready. Look at the black Bacchus, y'all. This is the black Bacchus. Now, all jokes aside, this is just crazy, man. This is the mockery of Yahushua, but it's really not a mockery, because if you understand this world, you understand that these people uphold a Christ or a Jesus that's not of the scriptures. So at the end of the day, they're worshiping Horus or the boy god. They're worshiping Cupid. They're worshiping Bacchus. All these forms of quote unquote Jesus. That's what it is in this world that we live in. They worship Tammuz. All these forms of Jesus on the left-hand side. We know that Yahushua on the right-hand side represented something that's opposite of what they believe Yahushua to be. It just is what it is. And this guy right here, Lil Nas X, Lil Nas 6. X is prominent in the entertainment industry. You got Big X the Plug, you got XXXTentacion, you got Kendrick Lamar with the whole XXX song, and GNX. And X is prominent in the entertainment industry because X represents the number 6. That's why you see a lot of these rappers with X in their name, because you could tell that these people, they was programmed. These people, they were created in laboratories and shit with, names like XEX and shit like that. Like, it's just crazy. Like even Elon Musk with his son X, and you got the Twitter X. X is prominent in the entertainment industry. So just when it comes to these things that you see, just know that it's in blasphemy, it's in mockery, it's in mimicry. It's all based in the things that they uphold that's opposite of the Heavenly Father. And when you see images like this, videos like this, he's just a plant. He's letting you know what he's pushing. And I just wanted to bring this image in because, it's kind of like a parallel just in regards to what Nas was talking about, how he blasphemed Christ. And you see the same thing with Lil Nas X, a person that's, on the underlying conveyance is associated with Nas to a degree, to a minor degree, just based off of the similarities when it comes to the name and the cosign from Nas. It's a reason why he co-signed Lil Nas X. It's a reason why. Now this right here is Osiris. He is someone who is worshipped in this modern day, especially when it comes to the upper levels, the entertainment industry. The X represents Osiris as well, the Egyptian god of the dead, the unknown god. And Osiris is also the sun god. He's also known as the sun god. So when it comes to these things that they push, most of it is based in the worship of Osiris. Osiris is just Nimrod. Nimrod was known as Osiris in Egypt, and he was worshipped as a sun god as well as a god of the dead because, he passed away and he was worshipped by the people. And, just based off of the mythologies when it comes into the understanding of him being, reborn into Horus, going from Osiris to Horus. These are the things that they push in the entertainment industry, just in regards to these motifs. Now we understand that in real life, Nimrod, he was just killed. He was killed by Shem. But when it comes to the mythologies in regards to the pagan understanding, it represents Set killing Osiris. So this is why they worship Osiris, because he was the god of the unknown, the god of the dead, and the god of the sun. So X represents 6 as well as the unknown god. Your man Lil Nas X is the enlightener. For the J Christ video, letting you know that he's someone who's going to take you to the realm of hell because he's a person that's pushing the Jesus that's of hell. Not the Jesus of the Bible, but Lucifer. Just when it comes to the understanding of the fiery element, we know that hell is not a place that you go to when it comes to death in regards to the fiery element. Hell is a condition here on the earth, as well as hell being, the grave. Hell being death itself, not a realm. Because torment is what you go into based off of the judgment from the Heavenly Father, whether you make the celestial body or you go into torment. But that's deeper than this. I just wanted to go into this because you see this understanding, this conveyance. It's kind of like a Pope-like element where he's holding this staff or this lightus. I can't really make out what the chain is, but we already understand this person is a program Luciferian pet. He's a goddamn pet to the people that's in the entertainment industry. He's pushed for a reason. He's a plant and a pet. Mr. Lil Nas X. Lil Nas 6. Remember, Pythagorean numerology. You always go by the Pythagorean numerology as well as numerology in general because these numbers are significant. Lil Nas X represents the number 6 because 6 is X in Pythagorean numerology, as well as the letters F and O. I always touch on this because it's important. Think about, the network, the news network, Fox, or just the station Fox, because I know it's just not, news, sports as well. But Fox is 666. That's what it is. So yeah, Lil Nas X is someone who is proverbial Lucifer, and he's a teacher. He's no different than a Nas, just in regards to the influential element. He's an influencer. He's a quote unquote God.